All right, beautiful people, I'm going to show you another clip of an entity removal, and this is from my same client as the last clip. And this is number two of her three entities that we found in one session. And yes, it is very possible to have multiple attachments. And they all have their own unique story, their own symptoms that they've been causing, and they are very clear about who they are, where they came from, and how they are affecting the person. But to catch you up to speed about where you're going to enter this clip, a few years ago, my client had a night where she was sleeping at a friend's house and she felt kind of a cloudy smoke come at her and kind of try and enter her field. And it just woke her up and freaked her out a little bit. And then a few moments later, she saw kind of the outline of a woman floating in the window outside of her apartment. So in this clip, you're going to see that the cloudy smoke energy is a male entity and the woman in the window is something separate. So we're going to discern and find out all the information about both. And you're going to see that they are extremely different and have wildly different personalities and all the different things that they have influenced my client. And we're going to go through the whole process again, find out his story, how he got there, how old she was, all the symptoms he's caused, and the final removal. And then we're going to move into the third entity in a separate clip. So stay tuned for that. Let me know how you like this and enjoy. To finding a new memory. And one, be there now.
Something's in my hand.
Something's in your hand. Very good. What does that feel like?
It feels stiff.
That gold, smooth texture in your hand could say one thing. What would it say?
She's back in Michael's room.
Back in Michael's room. Are you seeing that now? Very good. Just be there now. Tell me everything that you're experiencing.
I'm paralyzed.
You're paralyzed. Where do you feel that the most?
My hand.
Your hand. Your right hand. On 1 to 10, how intense is that paralyzation?
It's 10, but
10.
I'm tingling.
Tingling. Where's that tingling the most?
In my arms.
And what are you seeing?
I feel that energy trying to rush inside me.
What point in your body does it try and rush inside of you?
It tries to go through my chest and throat.
Chest and throat?
Towards my face.
Towards your face. What color is that energy as it comes towards you?
It's gray.
Gray. Is this the same energy as the woman that was staring at you, or is this different?
It's very different.
Very different. Very good. What are you experiencing in your body now?
Resistance.
Where do you feel that the most?
In my hands.
Hands. Very good. I'm just going to start tapping this. You're going to feel it even more intensely. If this resistance in your hand had an emotion, what emotion would it be?
I feel like it's using all the strength that I have.
It's fine. You can put up any fight it wants. It's not going to have any power after today, don't you worry. I hope it's listening to me very clearly. In a moment, I'm going to bring it up to speak. You're just going to move to the side, okay? Take a deep breath. 3, I'm going to move it up to speak. 2, and 1.
I was trying to get inside.
Why were you doing that? Did you know she was sleeping very peacefully at her friend's house? Having a nice night?
I'm stuck in her throat.
Did you mean to get stuck there?
No.
No? What were you trying to do then?
I was just trying to feel.
Trying to feel. So you thought that you would come into this body while she was sleeping? Then why her, of all people? What drew you to this space?
I think I was catching her in a moment of weakness.
Why was she weak in that moment?
She seemed at ease,
Mm-hmm.
but something intervened.
What intervened?
This vibrant woman, light.
So as you were trying to get in, something else protected her?
Yeah,
And then what happened to you?
I got stuck.
You got stuck.
I didn't get to go inside her.
And when you were going to go inside her, what were you going to do then?
I was gonna cause her harm.
Cause her harm. And why would you do something like that to a sweet soul like hers?
Because I'm angry.
Angry. What are you so angry about? What happened to you? Think back. 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 How is it that you died?
Someone took my life.
Someone took your life. I need to go back and remember that event. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. I'm going to put my hand on her head. You're just going to go back to the day you died in 3, 2, 1. Go back, back, back. Find that day. And is it day or night?
Today.
It's day. What's happening today? Where are you?
Out in the open.
Out in the open. What's around you?
I don't know. I feel like I'm sinking.
You're sinking.
Something's pulling my stomach down.
Something's pulling your stomach down.
And my hands are tied.
Hands are tied. Very good. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. You're going to go to the moment right before this so you can see what's happening. Before something's dragging you down and your hands are tied in 3, 2, 1. Just go back.
Someone caught me.
And what's the punishment for this crime that you committed that you feel so guilty about?
Death.
Death. Death by what?
I think I'm drowning.
Drowning. What year is it for you?
1880.
1880. Very good. And as they prepare you to drown, how did they do that?
They tied me up and put a weight on my feet.
They put a weight on your feet and tie you up. How do you feel about that? Do you think that this punishment is deserved?
I think I stole something.
Does the punishment fit the crime?
No.
No. You think it's too extreme?
Yes.
I want you to take your very last breath. Take that last breath. And tell me what happens next.
I just sink to the bottom.
You sink to the bottom. And where does your soul go?
There's a light.
There's a light. Do you go to that light? No. Why is that?
I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready. What are you still holding on to from that light?
I feel like I wasn't heard.
You weren't heard. Well, we're listening to you now. What do you want to say?
I did what I had to do. I didn't deserve that.
No. What do you do after that?
I inflict frustration.
Mm-hmm.
And unnecessary anger.
Unnecessary anger. Very good. Frustration and anger. How old was she when you found her?
Teenager.
Teenager. So you knew her before the moment you found her in Michael's room?
Yeah.
Yeah. So describe that day for me. What was going on in her life?
Something happened where I felt like I needed to let her see me. But something prevented me from
So you tried to enter the throat and something denied you. What energy was that?
The woman in the window.
The woman in the window. Very good. So what other symptoms have you caused, Samantha? Anything physical?
Whenever she's working too hard, running her body thin, I remind her in her throat. That's why she always feels sick there.
She always feels sick in her throat first, is that correct?
Yes.
What else?
I'm not evil.
No. Did you mean to do all these things? Be honest.
At one point, before I knew her,
What do you think about her now?
she's stronger than I am.
Did you know this soul from another time?
I think I knew her before I died.
Was she alive during the time where you were drowned?
Yes.
And what was her relationship to you? Who was she in your life?
I think she was part of the decision makers that punished me.
Very good. So you found her again to seek revenge.
Initially.
But now she's a different person. So did you know that you can't grow and change? That you can't evolve as a spirit by being here? That you don't get another shot?
I see that now.
You see that now. So what do you want to tell Samantha?
That I'm sorry for taking my anger out on you.
So I'm going to see what she has to say with this. I'm going to bring her back in 3, 2, 1. Samantha, did you hear everything he had to say?
Yeah. I'm not the woman who sentenced you to death.
Seems like you had some part in that. Is that true?
At one time.
Yeah. But you're not that person anymore.
No.
Can you see why he wanted to get revenge for how he died?
Yes, but I'm not the one.
Yeah. Can you be willing to show this soul some compassion for his situation, even after everything he's done to you?
Yes.
Great. I'm going to bring him back in 3, 2, 1. Tell me what's your name, sir. Go back to when they're tossing you in the water. What's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob. Very good. Do you have any other symptoms you want to list that you've caused?
You don't need to seek revenge. There are ways to let it go.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and I'm realizing this now, that you can release the frustration
Yeah.
without having to say it verbally.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, I very much appreciate all of your cooperation today. Did you know that I'm here to help you?
Yes.
You know I help souls that are trapped like you. How did you know that?
I can feel it. That you're not evil.
Very good. Jacob, start looking deep within. Find that light inside you. Find that light that created you from our teams of light on the other side. Someone step forward to walk you through. Who is that coming to get you?
It's the man who killed me.
The man who killed you. Very good. How does his energy feel?
Forgiving.
Forgiving. Can you start to forgive him for what he's done to you? Are you ready to pull all your energy out of Samantha's space? Very good. Start to pull out that energy in those cords. Take those final steps. Pull all your energy out of Samantha's space. Out of this throat. All the cords out, 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 out. Take all that gunk out of the throat. Completely disconnecting from her space. We send this soul brother on with peace and love, compassion, We wish him the best on the next phase of his evolution. Start to calm the body. Did you see him fully detach? Very good. So just scan your field and just start.
There's something still in my hand.
Something still in your hand.